Hey guys, Mr. Tuna here. Today we're talking about the differences between the new Roland VT-4 and the older Roland VT-3 and how you might weigh the pros and cons of either one, assuming you're a VT-3 owner looking to upgrade to the VT-4 or just debating the differences or advantages between the two, because there are reasons you might appreciate one over the other. And that's not to say that the VT-4 is the one to have necessarily. That being said, one of the biggest losses that you might notice right out of the gates between these two beauties is that of our favorite era Roland border. And I might take a little green pen and do it up myself, because it is something I know a lot of you are going to be missing. When it comes to the two, they're pretty similar units. The VT-4 is an evolution of the VT-3, and as such it's got a lot of the same features built in, but comes with a couple more. And a couple of more important ones, like the MIDI in or the MIDI DIN port in. You've got USB MIDI on either one of these two. And the addition of battery power. But the battery power doesn't come at anything short of a price. You don't get a PSU adapter with the VT-4. You're stuck using the batteries or USB power, which could add a little bit extra noise into the mix compared to the VT-3, which I find noisy, assuming you're using a direct USB connection, although that's more specific to audio in and out. It's really diminished using the 9-volt power supply that's included with the VT-3, although you couldn't stuff any batteries in there and go roaming around unless you jammed in a USB battery port or something like that. The VT-4 is a smaller form factor, and it's got a better I/O. As I'm familiar, the mic on the VT-3 is a mono input, at least the little, you see that right there? The little 1/8 inch input at the bottom. And on the VT-4, it's a stereo input. You've also got the option of phantom power or a XLR 1/4 inch input combo on either one of the two. The quality I will leave up to you, but as this is just like BS, unscripted, annoy you to death type comparison video, we'll just scroll through the differences, and when I'm taken by a feature, I'll be distracted by it. Starting with the VT-3. You get this nice little circle of function, and it's pretty straightforward. Auto pitch.
Auto pitch, it makes you sound like you're a better singer than you are, but it's a little digital.
Auto pitch 2 is a lot more severe.
It can make you sound like your T-Pain, like your T-Pain.
There is a vocoder feature.
And you could
just as easily plug in your MIDI keyboard via USB on the VT-3 and play yourself around, but as I am aware, the VT-3 does it a very particular way, and it is a more relative tone to the keys that you're playing rather than a true tone to the notes being played on the keyboard like you'd see on the VT-4. And advantageously, the VT-4 has the additional benefit of a polyphony. You could play multiple notes and harmonize with your own voice, or allow the VT-4 to do it for you with 4 different harmonies. There's a +5, there's a +4, there's a 2 and 5.
There is a harmony for you to listen to.
Oh, it's in bypass.
There's a harmony for you to listen to.
And the VT-3, it more or less reduces you to the full chromatic scale. Assuming you are letting the VT-3 do all the pitch correcting for you, it could be a lot messier than what you're able to narrow on the VT-4, which has this handy key selector. I could sing it all in C, or I can move it all up into G. The robot voice does it better. I could sing it into C, or move it up into G. I'm sorry you have to listen to me do that. There is reverb on either one, and they've got quite different characters. I find the VT-3 to be a little more upfront. This is the reverb of the VT-3. Well, this is the reverb of the VT-3. This is the reverb of the VT-4. This is the reverb of the VT-4. I'm going to turn it all the way up. This is the reverb of the VT-4. This is the reverb of the VT-3. Now, I'm pretty sure you get some extra reverbs with the I know you get some extra reverbs with the VT-4, but none of them really blow up like the VT-3. I find it sounds really, really good when playing a guitar. It's just got that expanse to it. The reverb 1 that we've heard already. Reverb 2, which is like an echo. Reverb 3. Much longer echo. And reverb 4. Oh, so reverb 4, you can control the delay time. Delay time! Delay time. It's kind of fun. Back to the VT-3. We got our synth sound, which is kind of fun for making synth sounds. Synth sound, we're making a... Oh, let me turn this up. Really sorry. Again. Synth sound, we're making a synth sound. Got our lead sound. Lead sound, we're making a lead sound. You can turn that down. There's a bass. None of this kind of stuff is available on the VT-4. It's a little novel. I rarely use it, but you can get some kind of neat stuff going from the bass patch, especially. There's a megaphone, but the VT-4 has some megaphone too. We can go over to megaphone. We'll turn the reverb down a bit. Attention passengers. Attention passengers, this is the megaphone. Attention passengers, this is the megaphone. So very different sounding things right there. Oh, well, maybe this is the difference here. You got 4 different megaphone type effects, and this will be the megaphone one. This is the megaphone effect, and I am on a megaphone. This is on a megaphone effect, and I am on a megaphone. This is megaphone 2. This is megaphone 2. It sounds a little bit more like I'm on radio, like 10-4 Kimasabi. This is effect number 3, which sounds a little bit more like a chorus or something. It's very pleasant. I'm going to add a little bit more reverb. We're going to throw in that harmony. I believe in love. I believe in you subscribing to this video. Oh my God, you must hate me so much. And number 4. This is a test of number 4. Some gated sounds. It's kind of fun. It's all fun. The robot function on either serves as a static reminder of our youth. This is a robot's voice.
This is a robot's.
This is a robot's voice.
Oh, and there's a radio. So this is kind of the radio effect on the VT-3. And I think I did it on the VT-4 just a minute ago. But weather looks pretty good, and traffic's looking pretty terrible out there. So if you're taking the bridge, make sure you find an alternate route, because you'll be stuck out there and pretty unhappy with me. And then the VT-3 has, I'm going to use this camera because I forgot all about it for a while, that golden IRA scatter feature, and we just
love the scatter feature. It's better when it's tempo synced to something, but I'm a little scatterbrained, so we're just running this all by heart anyway.
There are memories on either one of these, and I've like literally never used the memories. I can click one right here and they're probably stock.
This is the stock memory number 1, for effect's sake. Stock memory number 2.
This is also a stock memory.
And number 4.
There's only 3 over on the VT-3.
This is number 1 because I've never changed it.
This is number 3 because I've never changed any single one of these things.
I should have brought a keyboard out. Different robot effects. I'm not sure what they do, but we're going to find out. So this is number 1.
This is the robot effect number 1.
Switch to manual.
This is the robot effect number 1. This is robot effect number 2. This is robot effect number 3. Kind of like a cube. It's like I'm stuck in a cube. And robot effect number 4. This is the most robot-like. Danger, danger. This is definitely the most robot-like. What if we harmonize it? Nothing happens. What if we take that off? Nothing happens.
Let's do some comparing. Pitch tracking on the VT-3. We're still recording.
This is a pitch tracking day. This is a pitch tracking day.
Okay, we're going to switch to manual mode. We're going to switch to manual mode. We're going to take harmonies off. We're going to switch the pitch down. Balance up. Reverb. Reverb up.
This is a regular test on auto pitch 2.
This is a regular pitch.
This is a low pitch. I can't believe how wonderful it is. This is everything so low. This is everything so low. This is everything in the middle. And this is everything in the middle.
This is everything on top. This is everything on top.
Sounds very different. God only knows what the differences between these two are, but
This is auto pitch 1. This is auto pitch 2. This is the VT-4, and this is it without auto-tune. No auto-tune. No auto-tune.
Oh yeah, VT-4. Comes with a manual. And you would love that because the VT-3, like, God only knows where that little folded up piece of paper went, but it is like this big. And to an extent, this is a glorified version of that little page, but it is certainly more in depth. And there's a lot of handy information that I could have read before making this video. Like, for example's sake, that's Japanese. I don't know. I'm pretty tired of doing this. So let me know what questions you've got. And if you never want to see one of these again, I get it, because this was an exercise in frustration for me and you. So get a VT-3 because it's totally bitchin'. Get a VT-3